Once. Oh, we're live now. All right. Well, thank you for that welcome. I really appreciate that. Wow. What a contest. And what an event. Think of all the fun things that we've done since you've been here. We had a wonderful game night sponsored by Jane Street. We had that really fun trivia night sponsored by Citadel. We had an amazing challenge sponsored by NSA with what I think is one of the great finishes I've seen. So, wow, thanks to everyone for making this event amazing. Like you, I now can't wait to see the resolver for our contest. But just remember, whatever the results, I congratulate all of you for an exceptional performance today, and really remember, you truly are the best of the best in North America. And of course, none of this would be possible without the generous support of our sponsors, UPE, JetBrains, NSA, Jane Street, Citadel, and Jump Trading. Please join me in a round of applause to express our appreciation. And a special thank you to Dean Michael Georgiopoulos, Bev C., Jennifer Sutton, Don Harper, and the entire UCF team for making this event possible. Please join me in thanking them. On behalf of all the ICPC family here at this event, thank you for your hospitality, your generosity, and your friendship. And at this point, I'd like to ask Dean Georgiopoulos if he would please come up and say a few words.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I come here in front of you on behalf of the University of Central Florida, and I want to express my great appreciation to all of you for coming to Central Florida and UCF to compete for a spot in the World Programming Finals. As Tony has mentioned, NAC and APC is a lot more than competing for a spot in the World Programming Finals. It's an opportunity for all of you to gather together, the best programming teams and the coaches in North America in one location to connect with each other, interact with each other, learn from each other, and have fun, as Tony has mentioned. I hope that you have had the opportunity to learn from NAPC sessions and to connect with the NAC sponsors who supported this event, sponsored dinners, and were an integral part for a successful, as I have seen it, NAC career session. Let me take this opportunity to thank one more time, as Tony did, all the NAC and APC sponsors, such as National Security Agency, Citadel, Jane Street, Jump Trading, National Security Innovation Network, UPE, JetBrains, and the National Security Center. Let's give them a round of applause. So the results of the NAC competition will be announced soon, as Tony has mentioned. I want you, though, to take a moment before the results are announced and reminiscent of what got you here. Perseverance, grit, hard work, and camaraderie with your team. Nobody can take this away from you. These are wonderful memories that will stay with you forever, independently of the outcome of today's competition. Furthermore, do not forget that you are also here representing your university in this event. Once more, independently of the outcome of this competition, in my book, you have represented your university very, very well. Please do not forget that you are students from your institution that other students look up to and get inspired by your accomplishments. When you go back to your institution, cherish this important responsibility that your university, and I believe that you have bestowed upon yourselves, to serve as role models for your peers and other generations of students that will be inspired by your commitment and will follow your path. So let me take this moment to congratulate all of you and wish you the best of success in your future endeavors. I will be remiss if I don't take this moment to also express my great appreciation to all the people behind the scenes that made this event a success. My ICPC friends, UCF, most of them being volunteers who generously donated their time to make this event a successful occasion. Some of them, but not all of them, were recognized at the opening ceremony or the rehearsal. Let's all of us take a moment and give them a round of applause to express our great appreciation for what they have done. And I know that the time has now come that you're all been waiting for, announcing the teams that will make it to the 2024 World Programming Finals. Again, once more, thank you for being here at Central Florida and at the University of Central Florida, and thank you for being a part of us in the last 4 days. Thank you so much.
And now I'd like to welcome to the stage ICPC Foundation President and ICPC Executive Director, none other than Bill Poucher.
Thank you, Tony. Let's see. Can you hear me? Yeah. Well, thank you, Tony. The ICPC is a community that's built on service. Sometimes I say it's ours in the sense that it's opportunity, unity, respect, and service. And for the folks that put this on across the world for 60,000 students, 5,000 coaches, or the 10,000 volunteers who say, hey, we believe in this and we believe in you. And that's a really powerful statement to be made. And so I would like, if you don't mind at this time, Melinda and Veronica, if you would help all of the volunteers that are here to come to the stage, because I want your picture, if you don't mind. So you'll round up the crew. If you're a volunteer who was involved in making this successful, come right on up to the stage. I think we have enough room. If not, we'll use the front of the stage. Just come right on up, because I would like for you to see the people who are doing this. Come right on up. Come on up. Yep. Come right on up. Yep. Come on up. Are you a UCF volunteer? Come on up. Okay. Were you back in the systems room where nobody could see you or judge or whatever you were doing? Come right on up. Let's take a look at this. Let me sort of look out there to see. Okay. I've got. What about the ICPC news and live folks? Oh, right, because I can't get the picture. Okay. All right. So somebody take their picture, taking our picture, so we can get all of this in. And I see a few other folks. Hey, what are these front row people doing not up here? So you volunteer when you sponsor this place. Ali, you've been a sponsor I mean, you've been a volunteer forever. Get right on up here and let's make sure that we get right here. That's right. Okay. Now, uh, I just want us to say this phrase, we're counting on you, okay? And the count of three. 1, 2, 3. We're counting on you. One more time. 1, 2, 3. We're counting on you. Yep, build a better world. And did we get a photo? So here are the folks who love you. Thank you. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so let me do my talk now that I wrote down here. Now that it's awards time, thanks to all. I'd like to invite Orlando Madrigal, Executive Director of the UPE Honor Society, to the stage. Orlando, why don't we do the First Solution Award right here on the stage?
Thank you, Bill. Before I read this note, too, on behalf of UP, I'd like to thank Dr. David Van Brackle, the Chief Judge, and I'm not sure if you're aware, but the judges probably do more work than most people, most volunteers in the NAC. I was asking David how long preparation time they had to go through to get all the problems written down. He said about 2 months. I know I've been a judge way back, and it took me longer than that to come up with the correct problems that are solvable within the 5-hour time frame. But anyway, thank you. We should give a shout out to there are, in case you're wondering, there are 16 members of the judging team. They're all over the room here someplace. I know David's over there. So anyway, the first solution, I actually had it on my phone, but it didn't quite match the list, so I'll read what's on the list. The first problem solved was by the team from Princeton University. I'd like to ask the team from Princeton to come forward and take a picture. They solved problem B in 5 minutes.
I might mention, and my memory may be a little faulty, but in the first ICPC competition that finals in 1977, I think that the first solution came in after 4 hours in the contest.
Yeah, Bill's right. Remember, back then we used a great language called Fortran, and I saw in the last paper that it's still the 10th most popular language, so can't ignore it. Anyway, thank you very much. Anyway, let me read the other first to solve winners here. The second one solved 6 minutes later was problem J by the University of Maryland. We're not going to ask you to come forward, but the plaques are over there. Make sure you pick them up. Could you send someone over to them over there, right? Yeah. Could the team stand, please? from Maryland. There they are in white shirt. One of you could pick up the clock. And the third problem solved also 6 minutes later was problem A by Carnegie Mellon University. Please stand. Yeah. Yeah, you might as well come forward. We'll recognize you. Bill, why don't we have all of them? Okay, Carnegie Mellon University, problem A, that holds us. The third problem solved was problem G by MIT at 17 minutes later. And the next 5 problems were solved by the team from MIT. That's problem I. 37 minutes later. Problem H, 43 minutes. Problem M, 68 minutes. And problem C, 117 minutes. Problem. Oh, I'm sorry.
Since we're running out of stage, let's take this one and then bring up another.
Okay. Let's okay. Okay. The next team I'd like to ask to come forward is the team from Columbia University. They solved problem B in 205 minutes. And we'd also like to, the last one was problem F by Rutgers University, 215 minutes after the start of the contest. Please come forward from Rutgers. Again, congratulations to all those teams. Thank you very much on behalf of UPE. Thanks, Bill.
Well, that is terrific. Now, the rest of these are going to be resolved, and they will be announced as we resolve the problems. And so, Tony, if you'll come up here and run this with all of the judges, let's see what happened.
Well, as Dean Georgiopoulos says, no, I'm sorry, as Orlando said, yes, it takes an extraordinary team and many months to pull together a problem set challenging enough to capture the minds of the greatest problem solvers in North America. Our judging team is headed by Chief Judge for North America, David Van Brackle, who has done an outstanding job creating some of the most interesting and complex problems I've ever seen. Van B, would you please join me on stage?
Sorry.
Yeah, that is definitely not my hat. Well, I'm glad Bill brought everyone up here for thanks, but I want to thank some groups individually, many of whom aren't here because they're back in the venue cleaning things up. First, I want a round of applause for SysOps. They're the people who run the systems and the contest control system. If there's anyone here, stand up, and they're probably all back cleaning up. And there's another group that does not get enough attention, and that is the operations, the people behind the scenes with the printouts and the balloons, the runners. They do a tremendous amount of work. You don't know how many miles they put on their Fitbit. So I would like to huge thanks to them. As Orlando mentioned, the judging is it's quite an endeavor, but it's quite a rewarding endeavor. As he mentioned, it takes us about 2 months. We send out a call for problems, and we collect problem ideas, and we spend about a month evaluating them, how much we like them, how hard they are, what's the style of the problem. And then we spend 2 full months on quality control. Where we work through each problem. Every problem gets a boss, and that boss is responsible for bringing the problem in. So what I'm trying to emphasize is that it's not haphazard. We work very hard to put the problem set together, but I also want to emphasize that it is extremely rewarding. And I want to encourage all of you, if you are not going to compete next year, if you're not going to coach next year, please think about being a judge. I know a lot of you folks think, well, I don't know enough to be a judge. Well, yes, you do. If you're here, you know enough to be a judge. I always say it takes a village. It takes all manner of styles and efforts to put together a problem set. And I've told people, if you don't do anything but read through the problem set and point out where it's ambiguous, point out where it's stated incorrectly or where there's typographical errors, you have helped make that problem set better, and you are a judge. And I want to acknowledge by name all of the judges who have contributed this year. Some of them are here. First, I'd like to acknowledge the judges who aren't here, and I've brought it on my cell phone so I won't forget anyone. It's Ali Ahmadi, Antonio Molina, Bowen Yu, Brett Reynolds, Lewin Gann, Nick Payman Jaberzadeh, Tom Rokicki, and Therese Wool. And now I'd like to ask to stand the judges who are here. That will be Arnav Sastry, if you're here, Finn Lidbetter, Jeff Ifland, Mark Furon, Nick Wu, and a special thank you for Etienne Vuga, because Etienne Vuga will be your chief judge next year. Bill would like us all to come onto the stage. So if you are one of the judges I just mentioned, please join us on the stage.
I got to get a picture of them, and that's the way we're going to do it. Let's get it here.
Just so you know, that at the end, you'll be your chief judge. So now it's time to see what happened in the contest. I am very happy to state that there was no team that was left problemless. Every team solved a problem, and the top team solved many. So now I would like to ask Frederick Niemela, who is the director of the ICPC Challenge, and he's also the master of Caddis. I would like to ask him to come up and tell us how it happened.
Thank you, Van B.
They hid the laptop a bit too well. Okay, Van B, everybody solved something and somebody solved a lot. Spoiler alert. But we'll run with it. Okay, you know the resolver. It's the same thing we usually do. I guess we did it once already. Let's do this. We're ready. So what we have here is the result 90 minutes before the end, and we're going to resolve it from there. So we scrolled all the way down. Now, what's at stake here? We got 1 gold medal, we got 2 silvers, we got 3 bronzes, and we've got 4 slots to the world finals. No, sorry. 16 slots to the world finals. All right. That's what at stake, but you know, everybody's a winner, everybody is here. Now, Van B already spoiled it just a little bit, but not too bad. So let's start at the beginning here. Illinois Institute, they have 3 pending runs. And the first one is a solve, but they don't move up. The second one is also, and they move up to 49. Dakota State, they have 2 pending. The first one fails. The other one fails. They finish at 50th. Illinois State, they have a third one, and it's also, they're moving out to 48. Milwaukee, they have nothing more. They finish 49. Illinois finished 40. It's a great finish there. The University of Chicago has 1 more at 47. They stay at 47. University of South Florida stays at 46. Clemson University, 1 more pending. They finish at 45th. Rice University, 1 more pending. They finish at 44th. McGill University, 2 more pending, and they are moving up to 35. Iowa State, they finish at 33. Northwestern University, 2 more pending, and they're moving up to 35. Ohio State University, 1 more pending, moving up to 34. University of California, Riverside, 1 more pending, and they are finishing at 42nd place. Penn State, 1 more pending, and they are moving up to 37. University of Alberta, 1 more pending, they're moving up to 35. Vanderbilt University, 3 more pending, and the first one is accepted. They move up to 35, and they can move further. Duke University have 1 more pending, and they finish at 41st. ESL, I mean, English is my second language. You have to bear with me. Okay. 1/5. McGill University, 1 pending, and they stay at 40. Penn State, they have nothing more, so they finish at 39. Northwestern University, 1 more pending, and they finish at 38. Wisconsin-Madison, they have 2 more pending, and the first one is a no, and the second one is a no. They finish at 37. Alberta, they have nothing more. They finish at 36. Vanderbilt University, 2 more pending. The first one is a go. They move up to 18. That's pretty close, and they had 1 more pending. Ohio State University finished at 35. Minnesota Twin Cities, 1 more pending, and they move up to 19. New York University, 1 more pending, and they move up to 20. Georgia Tech, they have 3 more pending, and the first one is go, 18. They could make it, who knows? Boston University, 2 more pending. The first one is a no, and the second one is a yes, moving up to 18. Colorado School of Mines, 2 more remaining. The first is a no, the second is a yes, and they move up to 19. Texas A&M, 2 more pending. The first is a no, and the second one is a no. They finish at 34. University of California, Santa Cruz has 1 more pending, and they finish at 33. University of Rochester, 3 more submissions. First one, no. Second one, yes. They move up to 17. That's 1 below the finals. Harvard University, 2 more pending. They get the first one, and they move up to 18. Texas at Austin have 2 more pending, and they move into 16. For the first time, we are touching the Astana tickets. So Michigan at Ann Arbor, 3 more remaining. The first one's a yes, and they move into 14. Brigham Young University, 2 remaining. First is a no, and the second one is no. They finish at 32. Johns Hopkins University, they have 2 more remaining. The first one is a yes, and they move into 13, currently going to Astana. Rutgers University, 3 remaining. The first one's a yes, moving into 11. UCF, they have 2 remaining. First is a no, and the second is a yes, and they move into 17. California, LA, they have 1 more remaining, and they get it, and they're currently at the last Astana ticket. Okay, so that brings us to all the honorable mention teams that are supposed to scroll. What did I do wrong? Okay. Thank you, John.
So the honorable mention teams in alphabetical order is Brigham Young University, Clemson University, Dakota State University, Duke University, Illinois Institute of Technology, Iowa State University, McGill University, Milwaukee School of Engineering, Northwestern University, Penn State, Rice University, Texas A&M University, Ohio State University, University of Chicago, University of Alberta, University of California, Riverside, University of California, Santa Cruz, University of South Florida, and University of Wisconsin-Madison. All right. Easy peasy. All right. Let's go. So New York University are done. They finish at 31st. University of Minnesota Twin Cities will finish at 30th. Vanderbilt has one more pending, and they stay at 29. Georgia Tech, two more pending. The first one is a no, and the second one is a yes. They move up to 8th place. Colorado School of Mines are done at 28. Boston University finishes at a strong 27. Toronto Scarborough, two more pending runs. The first is a no, and the second is a yes. They move up into 8th. Harvard University, one pending. They move up into 8th place. And currently, you can see at the very top of the screen is 17. So everybody you see is not going. All right? I'm just saying it how it is. All right. University of Rochester, they have one more pending. And they get it, they move into 9th place. Boston University, one more pending, and they move into 10th. University of Texas at Austin, one pending, and they move into 8th. Texas at Dallas, they stay at 26. University of Washington, three more pending. They don't get the first one, they don't get the second one. They do get the third one, they move into 8th. UCF is finishing at a strong 25. Michigan at Ann Arbor has two remaining. They don't get the first one, but they do get the second one, and they move into 11. Currently, Berkeley is sitting on the last ticket. No pressure. UCLA is finishing 24th. Cornell University has one remaining, and they get it and move up into 12. Johns Hopkins University, one remaining. They don't get it, and they stop at 23. University of Virginia, one more remaining, currently 22nd place. If they solve this, they'll move into either 8 or 14, depending on the time. They do get it, they move into 14th place. Princeton University, one more remaining. If they get this, they'll move into the tickets. They don't, they finish at 22nd. And they were the first to solve problem D. So applause for that. Okay. Just a little bit part to go. Okay. Rutgers University have two remaining problems with submissions. The first one is a yes, and they move into 8, and have one remaining still. University of Waterloo, two remaining, and they get the first one moving into 10. University of California, Irvine, one more chance to make it, and they take it. They move into 8. We got Berkeley. They need to move up 5 positions, and they have one remaining. They do it. They move into 9. So Georgia Tech, oh, sorry, that is all the teams that solved 6 problems. And space again, apparently. And that is Boston University, Colorado School of Mines, Johns Hopkins University, New York University, Princeton University, the University of Texas at Dallas, University of California, Los Angeles, University of Central Florida, University of Minnesota, Twin Cities, and Vanderbilt University. Okay, just a little bit further to go. Georgia Tech finishes with 7 solved at a strong 21st place. University of Toronto Scarborough finishes at 20th place. Carnegie Mellon University finishes at 19th. And they were also the first to solve problem A, as we saw earlier. University of Virginia finishes at an 18th place, and this is the toughest one. University of Rochester finishes 17th, as I said earlier, 16 slots. Sorry, guys. Cornell University, this is the first one that do make it to Astana. This is awesome. Congratulations, guys. Wait, what? Okay, Bill has something to say, maybe.
You know how I hate to put you on the spot, but I thought if I got you up here and asked you instead of arguing with you in our seats, that maybe things would go my way. So, Bill, how would you feel about one more spot for North America?
Goodness gracious. I better put my hat on here for this so I can do some thinking. What idiot said we could only have 16 slots here?
I think it was you.
Oh my goodness. So let's see. Okay, first of all, I don't like to make decisions. I just like to recognize what the answer
They only
ought to
missed
be.
by 20 points, by 20 minutes.
20 minutes, gosh. And you know, one of the weird things that happens is that depending on when you make a submission, you know, the queue could be long or it could be short. And so even though the clock is accurate, how closely we measure is not just 20 minutes, like a 20 minutes. Okay, let's see. Let's go to the ethics thing. Goodwill, golden rule, put people first, students first among people, resolve problems to the benefit of all. Okay, so what's the answer? Do we have a 17th go into the World Finals? Hey, aren't principles and values cool?
Thank you, Bill.
Okay. Good thing you got that last one, Rochester. That was really good. Okay, 17 slots to Astana. University of Rochester is going. I'll see you there. Okay, let's move on. Cornell University finishes on 16th place. They're also going to Astana. University of Michigan at Ann Arbor finishes at 15th. They're also going to Astana. Harvard University, we'll see you there at 14th place. Texas at Austin at 13th. And then we have the University of Waterloo with one more remaining. They're still competing for the top, and they will get it. Moving into third, that's a silver medal. University of Washington are done at 12th place, going to Astana. Rutgers University had one more remaining, and they will not make it, but they will still go to Astana at a very respectful 11th place. They also were the first to solve problem F, is what I think that means. Berkeley, they are done and they finished at 10th place. They are going to Astana, congratulations. California, Irvine, they're also done, finishing at 9. So, Stanford University, this is kind of where the fight for the medal starts. Stanford University have 2 remaining, and they will get the first one moving into the silver. University of Maryland, 2 remaining. They're getting the first one, and they are moving into the silver, knocking Stanford down to the bronze. California, San Diego, they get it, and they move into the silver, knocking Maryland down to the bronze. And then we have University of British Columbia, 2 remaining. They will get the first, moving into second, knocking down Columbia. Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, 2 remaining. They'll get the first, moving into second, knocking down San Diego. You know the drill. And these are all the teams that solved 7 problems. Not so many, so I'll have some time. Carnegie Mellon University, Cornell University, Georgia Institute of Technology, Harvard University, Rutgers University, the University of Texas at Austin, University of California, Berkeley, University of California, Irvine, University of Michigan at Ann Arbor, University of Rochester, University of Toronto, Scarborough, University of Virginia, and University of Washington. Congratulations, all teams solving 7 problems. Okay. University of Waterloo finishes in 8th place. Stanford University, still battling for the medals. 1 more remaining. 299th minute, is it likely? Is it? I don't know. All right, let's see. It is not. They finished in 7th place. And now we have the medalists. These are the best of the best. The previous was just the best. Now we're at the best of the best. All right. University of Maryland, they have one more remaining to bring them higher, also entering 99 minutes. Let's see if that works out. It does not, but they do get their first bronze medal. So, University of Maryland, bronze medalists, please come up to the stage. They are the ICPC NAC South Division champions. They were the first to solve problem J. And they solved a total of 8 problems, and they are our first bronze medalist. Where's the bronze medal? It's over there. Okay. I'm fine. Sorry, Bill.
Okay. And let's have our hooders come forward, if we would. The hooders come forward to join our team. And what we want to do, Melinda, if you, okay, come on up and make sure that we're here, okay? And I would also like to have a representative from JetBrains. Andre, are you here? And from NSA to come right on up here to get our pictures together. Okay? Now, it turns out an awful lot of ICPC teams are tall, okay? So make sure that we structure for a good photo. What should we do? Sideways, okay.
We're ready for a picture.
Crying out loud, man. We got to get you in here looking at the humane.
So once again, a huge applause for our first bronze medalist, the University of Maryland.
All stay up here. You'll see them coming in. It's a bit of a mob, but we love mobs.
Okay, let's continue. So currently in 5th place, we have Columbia University, but they have one more submission remaining. And they get it, and they move into 1st. Now in 5th is University of California, San Diego with 1 remaining. Also 299, a little bit sus, we'll see. And they don't make it, but they are our 2nd bronze medalist. Please come up to the stage. The University of California, San Diego, bronze medalists solving 8 problems.
Okay, now let's move right here. Okay, right here, we're all right. Now we'll have 4 over the 5. Let's bring short right here. Right in here. Okay. Now, there's shutters on the side. So come right on forward. A little bit forward. All right. Now we're doing over here. We're bunched up, so a little bit forward, a little bit forward, a little. Veronica, let's get you in here. That's all right. Now, scrunch up just a little bit. Okay. Do we want to? Okay.
And once again, a big round of applause for our 2nd bronze medalist, the University of California, San Diego. Also, as you remember, our ICPC, NAC, NSA Challenge champions. I got all the letters in. Okay. So now in fourth place, we have the University of British Columbia. They have one more submission to move them from bronze to silver. Let's see how they do it. They choose to stay in the bronze, and the University of British Columbia is our third bronze medalist. Please, a big round of applause. The University of British Columbia, our third bronze medalist, ICPC NAC West Division champions, solving 8 problems.
I think we're in pretty good shape here.
And one more round of applause for the University of British Columbia, our third and last bronze medalist. Oi, not much left to do now. We have 3 more teams, we have 3 more medals. We have the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. They have 1 more remaining submission that, please note, is not made at 299. So a little bit less sus. Let's see if they make it. They do, and they move into first. Now we have MIT with 3 remaining submissions. On B, they get it, and they move back into first. They just left it for a tiny little bit. Columbia University now, they have nothing more, but they have a well-deserved silver medal. Columbia University, please come up. They are our first silver medalist. They were the first to solve problem B, and they solved a total of 9 problems. Very impressive. And one more round of applause for Columbia University, our first silver medalist. Okay, so in second place now, we have the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. They have no more submissions, so please just welcome the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. They are our second silver medalist. They are the ICPC NAC Central Division champions, and they solved 9 problems. And one more big round of applause for the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, our silver medalists. Okay.
Well, let's see, don't you think the judges should confirm to make sure that that's the final standing up there for 1 and 2?
I mean, yeah.
It is. Okay, it's just been confirmed. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, so the question isn't who anymore. The question is by how much. So did they win on time or did they win the proper way? Let's see. 2 more remaining, 2 chances. And the first one is a yes. A yes. But they have one more. Let's see. No. They still won by 1. Please welcome to the stage the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, the 2024 ICPC NAC champions, our gold medalists, the ICPC NAC East Division champions, first to solve problems C, G, H, I, and M. They solved 10 problems. Now, note, they were first to solve M, they were first to solve I, but they weren't first to solve T. I don't know what they were thinking.
And one more thing. The top 3 teams need to stop by just outside here to visit with NSA for some cool prizes, and the top 8 teams to stop by JetBrains for some cool prizes as well. There are also some other awards for our medalists right here. Their principal purpose is to get you to Astana. However, if you already have a way, you still get the award. So looking forward to a great competition. And now Astana's got to measure up to ICPC NAC here, hosted by UCF. Okay. Oh, wait. I'm so sorry. I forgot. the most precious words in the ICPC globally, okay, are 4 words. The contest is over. So that's it.
That's it.
That's it. Congratulations.